Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Sandtrooper and Dewback from the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series. These figures are absolutely amazing, but before we take a closer look at them, let's go ahead and take a look at their packaging. And sorry for this one, guys, everything's so big it's kind of hard to review. But anyway, nice big box here on the front. Unfortunately, there's only a window for the Sandtrooper figure down here in the corner. On the back, it's got some more pictures of the Dewback and Sandtrooper, just kind of pose as they are. And then over here on the side, there's a brief description of both characters. If you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and just pause the video. But anyway, pretty standard for what we've seen out of the Black Series, so let's go ahead and get back to the figures themselves. Now I'm going to start off with the Dewback first. And this is obviously the reason why you buy this pack, and I have to say that it is absolutely amazing. I will say I'm a little biased because the animals of Star Wars are some of my favorites, and this is one of my favorites even of the animals of Star Wars. So I'll try to be as non-biased as possible, but it's pretty tough, guys. The overall length of this thing is about 13 inches long and about 7 inches tall to the top of the saddle here. So he's got some pretty good size on him. And he only has one real accessory, and that is his removable saddle. Unfortunately, the way Hasbro designed it is it leaves this huge gap here on the back. So you probably won't ever remove the saddle. It was probably done just for the paintwork. So let me throw that back in, throw it in the right direction. As far as articulation on this figure goes, it's really amazing. I'll start up here in the head. There is a single ball peg, it feels like, in the head, which gives a nice range of motion up and down, side to side, and then of course you can twist it from side to side. He does have an articulated jaw, which you can open up. It goes pretty wide. And then inside the jaw, the tongue is articulated as well. Something I didn't expect, but was totally pleased when I saw that. So you can do some really intricate posing with the Dewback's head. Now, at its front leg, I guess, there is a ball hinge, and that's one of the problems with this figure. Mine is totally frozen, so I can't get any side-to-side movement with that hinge. It basically operates as a swivel, because I'm petrified that if I pull this out, it'll just snap the leg right off. Now below that, there is a ball hinge with a swivel at that leg. It's kind of tight, so I'm having some trouble doing it on camera, but there is a nice range of motion there. Same thing at the ankle, ball hinge with a swivel and an ankle rocker. Basically the same thing. And then there's hinges at the toes. Even the inside toe has a little hinge on it. Really, really cool. Now on the back leg here, there's a swivel. Pretty nice range of motion on that. More than enough for posing this guy. Ball hinge here again at the knee, or I don't know, just down the leg here. And there is a swivel with that. Then there's a hinge, ball hinge, and a swivel again, which is an ankle rocker at the ankle. Then the toes are hinged. On mine, these ones are kind of stuck, but it is a nice range of motion, as you can see. And then this back toe also is on a hinge, if you can see that. Then there is what feels like a single ball peg here in the tail, which lets you pose it from side to side, up and down. So really cool. One of the best articulated Dewbacks I think we've ever got. So really cool. So I'll say this right now, this pack is worth picking up just for this Dewback. But then of course you do get the Sandtrooper with it as well. Now obviously we've seen this guy before. The paintwork is a little different, but I'll go ahead and run through it here. So this guy stands at 6 inches tall, so he's right in scale with all of your other Black Series figures. And he does come with quite a few accessories. The first one being his backpack, which is removable and nicely painted. And then of course the pouch comes over the shoulder, and it too is articulated so that you can kind of pose it wherever you want to. Now this guy comes with the larger Stormtrooper blaster, which doesn't have any paintwork but is nicely detailed. Of course we've seen this before. And then he comes with a pike of some kind, which is absolutely enormous. It is about 8 3/4 inches long. No paintwork or anything again, but the parts that are sculpted, fairly well for what it is. As far as articulation on this figure goes, it's pretty good overall. He's got a ball peg with a hinge in the neck, which gives him a nice range of motion. Ball hinges in the shoulder. It's a little limited because of the shoulder armor, of course. We've seen that before. And it does swivel 360. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, gets about 90 degrees. Then he's got a hinged wrist with a swivel. He's got a double ball peg here in the torso. T-jointed hips, which definitely go wide enough to sit on the dewback comfortably, which is nice. Even with these little pouches here, they're soft enough not to get in the way. There is a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then a hinged ankle with an ankle rocker. So overall, if you like stormtroopers, or if you like the animals of Star Wars, either way, this is a must-have, I think, for everyone. One of the better Black Series figures I think they've ever done. It definitely the best of all of the vehicles that have been released, in my opinion. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.